theirs.
Tell us more about purgatory, that's interesting.
What?
Tell us about purgatory, that's interesting.
Yes, my hearing is still failing.
Yes, he wants to hear about purgatory.
Purgatory. The idea of purgatory is a very Catholic idea, but it was also in the Jewish times, that was reflected in the Bible, but in those books of the Bible which are not included in the Protestant canon, the book of Maccabees, and they show the face of the Judah Maccabees and other Jews, that the people who died in order to be with God, they had to go through the purgatory, and for that for that purpose they need our prayers, those who live, who are alive, to turn to God for their sake, that they may be purified. And this is behind the Catholic doctrine as well, the doctrine of indulgences.
When my
Yes, back in the Jews,
my grandmother,
Oh yes, they did.
before she died, she was in like a sort of semi.
We said that's the Catholic Church.
So
Well, yeah, but they were praying.
and at her funeral,
Well,
the priest.
we'll agree they were in the
suggested
early
that
centuries, yeah.
This time when she was semi-comatose would be time of purgatory.
Interesting. That the time for the person before she died and was in a coma, that time was serving for her as a purgatorial
Time of purgatory.
cleansing. And some saints used to say, Lord, give us suffering here, that we should be cleansed, and on earth rather than go through, the cleansing thereafter, because we want to be sure that we'll go straight to heaven. Some of the saints would be of that mindset, but it's very difficult to ask for suffering in order to be cleansed. So this is the idea. We receive the suffering in submission to the providence of God, and that can cleanse us. And actually, in the prayer of the plenary indulgence, which is the formula set by the Pope, once there is the general absolution for the whole world and for the city of Rome, Urbi et Orbi, so-called, there are set prayers there to get that indulgence, and also there is the prayer for receiving suffering, which would make us step forward to the mercy of God, as well as the power of the Supreme Pontiff, which who enjoys the power not only on earth within the Church, but also the power to relieve people in purgatory by granting the indulgences, and also the power in heaven when the confession is made. It's made by using the keys of Peter, who were given in the upper room. Whoever you lose the sins, they will be forgiven there. Whoever you don't lose, they are not forgiven in there. So that's the power of the keys, which the which the church has, and which is confirmed by the Supreme Pontiff. So the older idea of the tiara, or the three three-crowned hat of the Pope was to understand that he had those three powers in the underworld through the indulgences, the power of the keys, and the power on the earth within the church, as the church has the power not only spiritual but also through the Spirit, making people aware of the God who lives among them and calls them to himself. So have I answered that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.